I'm Coach Gene from Carlson Gracie in Wine Country, Temecula. This is one of my students, Chance Romero. Today we're going to be going over north-south. So I'm going to show you 2 north-south escapes that I like. I could show you more, but these are really the only 2 that seem to work for me. So 2 north-south escapes and a handful of north-south submissions. So we'll start with the 2 north-south escapes. Here, let's have you on this side. So first of all, I want to try to frame, if I can, like this, right? I don't want him getting an over-under on me. Yeah, this is not good. I want to frame. So ideally, I want to have my posture up for a second. Ideally, I want to have my frame here. This is going to allow me to have a buffer between our bodies. It's going to give me the ability to move and regard. So the first one is going to be here. I'm here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cup the back of his arm, and I'm going to swing my shin into his bicep. Now normally when I attach to his bicep, they posture up. When he postures up, I regard. All right, one more time. Now this one works even if he has an overhook on this side. So if he has an overhook on one side, this is also a good one. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to create some space. So I'm going to push him up like that over my head. And then I'm going to attach my shin just to his bicep. He's immediately going to retract his bicep, which is going to give me the ability to regard. All right, that's my number 1 go-to. The second one requires me to have my frame under his body. So what I'm going to do on the second one is I'm going to bridge up, and when I create some space, I'm going to reach through here, turn on my side, and come up for the single leg. So, let's see how it looks. I bridge, I reach, I come here, now I cup, and I push. Now, sometimes when I do that, he'll post his outside leg. So let's assume for this one, you're going to defend the single leg by posting your outside leg. So I push, I reach, I turn, and now he posts his leg. So I'm going to post my leg and take him this direction. So all I have to do is change the angle of the direction I'm taking him. So if I notice his leg is posted, I can no longer take him that direction. All right? So those are the 2 that work for me the best. Submissions. On your back. So one submission I like, I want to get this arm here, like this. I'm going to grab his arm, and I'm going to, so now I'm smashing his arm. All right, I'm going to grab his gi right here. All right, I'm going to windshield wiper this foot toward his head. I'm going to step over, and now I've got the arm bar. Now we're going to do the other side. So I have an underhook on this side. I can have double underhooks, or I can have one over, one under. It doesn't matter. So we'll assume that I have both over. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cup the tricep, and I'm going to turn like a back step. Here. Now I have his arm trapped. And I'm still cupping his bicep with my hand. Now I'm going to grab his collar right here, and I'm going to windshield wiper this foot toward his ear, just like this. Then I'm going to step over and step back. The reason why I keep this grip is because if I don't keep this grip, here I have the armbar. If I don't keep this grip, look at, I'm going to fall back out of range, and his hand is going to pop out. So this grip here keeps me connected to his body. All right. A very similar option is going to be the Americana. So we're on this side, you can stay on this side. I'm gonna cup the tricep here, and I'm gonna move around, walk, 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 here. Now I have this arm secured. I'm gonna throw my leg between his legs into half guard, come under with this one, cupping it with both legs. Now I'm just gonna take my hand off of here, secure the arm, and sit back. Now, if he doesn't tap there, I can also bridge. One more time. Cup the tricep. Walk. I want to get my body, my belt, as low to his as I can. So his arm is blocking me, so this is about as low as I'm going to get. Cupping the tricep. Now, I'm going to place my left leg inside of his half guard. Now I'm going to catch his leg with my other foot so he can't escape. Now, I can try to finish it here if I want, or I can take my other hand here, sit back with the Americana. The bread cutter choke. So here, once again, I have double overs, or you could call them unders, I suppose, since we're upside down. I'm gonna reach back inside my opponent's collar, and I'm gonna grab it with these 4 fingers. So look, I'm attaching right here. Now I'm gonna start to move around to side control. When I move around to side control, I'm gonna place my thumb deep in his collar, and now I have the bread cutter choke. If for some reason there's a struggle here, and I don't get my grip as deep as I want, let's say it's a little shallow, and I come all the way to the floor and look at he's not tapping, I can fan him out with my elbow this way, and he's gonna tap. So I'm basically taking my elbow and moving it this way. I can do it from the beginning. Even if it's tight, it's gonna go faster. All right, but the main thing is making sure you have this grip. This arm's isolated. He has his arms in place. Look, I'm gonna turn this arm here, and I'm putting some pressure right around where his elbow is to make his arm go in front of me. I'm gonna get the Kimura grip here, come around this side. I'm putting my elbow on the mat. Once I put my elbow on the mat, I'm gonna use this to scoop myself up across his head. And now I have the Kimura. If he's grabbing his gi, obviously I'm gonna pull it this way and put it behind his back. But look, sometimes the guy's strong or the gi comes loose, and now I'm not gonna be able to finish. So what am I gonna do? Come over here a little bit, please, behind me. I'm gonna rock him forward, windshield my leg behind his head, and slide off to the side where I have the Kimura. I'm gonna place his jaw, his chin, right behind where my knee bends. This is where I want it, right there. My legs are locked. I keep the arm, and I just extend my legs to get the pipe choke. So for this one, let me show the transition from side control to north-south, because I think the transition is important. Anytime I want to go to north-south, I have to transition properly. So I'm in side control, right? Sometimes he gives me a lot of pressure here under my head. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place this hand on the inside to block the hip, and then I'm going to wrap his head like this, and then I'm gonna step back. I'm still blocking his hip on this side. All right? If you come over here, my goal right now, come all the way back here, is to make sure that I have his head looking away from me. Once I have his head looking away from me, I'm going to start to come more north-south, and now his arm on this side is under my body. I have to clear this arm. I'm going to put my hand on the mat over here. I'm going to shrink down, 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 until I get it all the way tight. I can do this with one hand. Then I'm going to come up on my toes and squeeze to get the finish.